what you heard. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen.
Levels of business. Now, this question came from me for another cat who emailed me, so I want to make sure I put out a podcast on it while we're in the summer of questions. Levels of business. It's easy to identify where most cats are in their business by the kind of effort they're giving. In the beginning, young homie, it's like riding a bike. You don't know your own balance. You don't know how to do these things. So the only thing you can do is pedal, hard and fast, and you know what I mean, and hope things don't break down. This is probably the most stressful time of running a business because you don't know what to expect, and you're putting out forest fires every time you look around. There's really no real way around it. There's no skipping, this step in life for everyone who starts a business and is successful at business. Is because through these things is what you learn how to run a business and what people want. And like I tell you all the time, if you never ran a business, you don't know what to expect. So that's very stressful. And the thing is, you have to learn. You have to get on the bike. Everyone who hesitates to get on the bike, you will not make money. It's simple as that. You can't, Everybody has theories and everybody tells you, and that's why I always, jump on cats who telling you to do these things and haven't did it themselves. Because, you read all these books and they haven't done it either. They keep talking about entrepreneurism in some abstract ass way. Like, you want this. And that's why this shit never works, because truth of the matter is, man, motherfuckers want cupcakes. I know how to make them. Am I going to get out on the street and sell them? You know what I mean? I'll find out if they like peppermint. I'll find out that I need a building. I'll find out that I need a bigger bakery. Let the game dictate the growth of your business. Let the game dictate, what works and doesn't work. Trial by fire, homie. You only will learn this by doing it. When I first started my business, right? Man, it was days I'm up at 3, 4 in the morning. I was so stressed out, I used to ride the goddamn treadmill and elliptical machine and any other goddamn machine that would help me handle my stress. I did it 3 times a day. 6 a.m., noon, and 8 p.m. every day for 3 months. I used to lose 7 pounds a week. You know what I mean? People thought I was going crazy, but I had to be on call, homie. I had to be, to me, it's like a doctor with a pager. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wake up. Motherfuckers are dying, and we need you to come in. You dig what I'm saying? So to me, that is the most stressful time. But it's usually a sign, you see it in other cats, is they don't know what they're doing, but they're doing whatever comes up. And they never look relaxed, and they always look stressed, and they always look like they raggedy. And that's when you see a true hustler in true hustle form. Anything beyond that is some bullshit. That's why I'm always jumping on the cats with the MLMs, because it's easy to spot a dude who's really doing something. And he ain't shucking and jiving. He ain't, doing all this other shit. This motherfucker's really putting it down, really out there, really burning the so-called midnight oil, really running himself ragged. You know what I'm saying? At this time of life, you really need to be very conscious of your health, of the food you eat, the exercise you do. Like I told you earlier, you heard me say I'm running on treadmills, elliptical machines. I'm very aware that I'm under high stressful situations. I need to make sure I don't die from this shit. So the best way I know how to do it is just to, make sure I go on a regimen of some sort. But this is the way for most cats. And I'm not going to say most. I want to say 99.9. Because the 0.1 is for motherfuckers you never met. I haven't met them either. But I'm going to leave it out there because nothing's perfect. You know what I'm saying? But this is just the type of business, the forms of business, the entry level to business. And this is why most motherfuckers find it hard and they don't like doing it. Because it's really saying, are you in this to win this shit? You know what I'm saying? When I show up, when I used to, get out into a city, and whether it be New York or Philly or wherever the hell I happen to dwell in Bell, but wherever I get out, am I all in? I got on the bus to get here. I got on the plane to get here. I'm all in. You dig what I'm saying? And so that means whatever comes my way, you know what I'm saying? It's snowing. I ain't seen no goddamn snow. Gotta handle that. It's cold in this motherfucker. Who knew what a scarf was? I guess that's the reason for it. I gotta get me a scarf. However God gives me the game, I got to take it and deal with it. And I got to be profitable in it. You know what I mean? And I'm away from home. And I don't know these motherfuckers. And I don't care. Fuck they family. You dig what I'm saying? So it's something in me that just say, this is step one of the game. I accept it. I'm on the road to riches. I accept the game as it comes to me. And yes, I ain't seasoned enough to just deal with this shit. To really have good etiquette and all that shit. To really, I'm probably an irritable person to be around. I'm trying to hustle. I'm trying to get shit done. So that's step one in this game. Type of business, you know what I mean, form of business of setting it up. Step two is when you get a little bit more seasoned. All right, let me tell you step two is. Step two is when you've been doing this shit for a year and you find out that, oh man, all I gotta do is this. All I gotta do is, you got all the answers to running your business. It becomes easier to run your business because you're not panicking. You've seen all the emergencies. You know how to hire people. You know how to fire people. You know everything. You know what I'm saying? You figured this shit out. And at that level, you're very calm and easygoing, and almost to the point where people think you're lazy. They don't even know how you're doing business, because if people don't see hard effort, sweat, blood, sweat, tears, and all that other dumb shit you hear on TV, and you know what I mean, that they think you don't know what you're doing or you're not hustling. I remember I was in accounting. I had an accountant, and he was checking my books, helping me with the taxes. And he looked at my books and he said, you could be doing more. And I said, man, fuck you. You don't know what I do. I pay you to do what you do, motherfucker. You don't know what I'm doing. Just do my goddamn taxes, you dumb motherfucker. You know what I mean? But see, they look at you and they look at the chips, and then they look at you and say, you're not trying hard enough because I don't see you sweating and worrying and all. And that's because that motherfucker's ignorant. Only a retarded motherfucker doesn't learn. You understand what I'm saying? If you're retarded, mentally challenged, then you have to repeat shit. If you're a human, if you're normal, if you're average, you should be able to grow and adapt and learn from these things and meet and reach some kind of equilibrium. Everything in this world reaches equilibrium. Even you, young brother, we're going to get back to a point of relaxation, of calm in the storm. If a motherfucker was in the middle of a hurricane, and the hurricanes came every month, somebody's going to figure out how to sit in those hurricanes. And you're going to say, that motherfucker's calm and all kind of chaos is going around. He's been here too many goddamn times for him to be fucking worried about a hurricane. And that's what you'll have, a calm that comes from understanding that you understand how to run a business, or this business in particular, right? And with that calm comes more time for yourself. Could be a sign of laziness if you don't stay on point. It could be time for expansion. It really is time for expansion, because if you figured out one, you can figure out 2, 3, 4. All you gotta do is put the same cookies on another cookie sheet, motherfucker, and put it on another oven rack. You dig what I'm saying? And you'll have more cookies. So you know what I'm saying? If you're smart, you understand that. So level 2 is a calmness and a confidence in the business you're running, and feeling cool with yourself, and then being able to expand and grow and take on a second and third thing. You know what I'm saying? You can almost start to forecast how much chips you got. You can almost look at your shit and say, I get this many customers. I know when they coming in, it's this kind of season. I know, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Usually this is also a great time to think about growing your business, because you do have time. And marketing is important to the growth of your business. So it's best that if you get back out there and start pushing yourself, because you know that you can come handle your business in 2 hours. What used to take 8 is now done in 2. You can run out there and do a whole bunch of marketing and get more people in here and grow your brand, your empire, your company, your pockets, your bank account. You dig what I'm saying? Your opportunities, your options. You can grow everything. So that's level 2. And all it really is just that if you figured out how to run an ice cream shop, next year over that motherfucker ain't gonna be so hard. Really ain't gonna be that bad. You know, let me throw this in also on level 2. When you start on level 1, you take any deal that's given to you because you don't know. Level 2 is an opportunity for you to go back to all of your vendors. If you use truckers, find a cheaper one. If you got paper, get cheaper paper. If you got cheaper, ink from your ink cartridges, get a cheaper ink cartridge plate. It's time to evaluate that, I can get the same work done at half the price. This is, as a business, you learn how to do this because you want to make more money. Remember, 2 ways to make money. make a hell of a lot of it or spend less than you bring in. And in business, it's an opportunity to do both. You dig what I'm saying? Opportunity for you to cut your costs and increase your revenue. The third one to come up to you is really what I like to call the guru level. Really, it's more like a management level. Because after you grow, there's a level of telling other people to do shit for you. And that's where majority of your corporate motherfuckers are. They're all sitting in there and you know, with all these fake ass titles. I'm 3rd district champion, you know, sanitation, you know, I mean, whatever. And you create these fake positions. Because if you started it from scratch, homie, you know all of them. So if somebody said, you know, Freeman, what did you do? I did accounting, I did operations, I did marketing, you know what I'm saying? I did delivery, I was a messenger, I did everything. Now all of a sudden the company's getting bigger enough that I got to take the things that I did all by myself and I got to start giving them to certain people. You know what I mean? So you're actually at a more management level of your business. And at the same time, you're still growing your business. But this is the shit where when you walk into a business, young homie, and you ever see a SOP, standard operating procedure, they're at level 3. When they hand you that thing and say, this is your job, this is your specific functions, they're very thorough in saying, motherfucker, you screw on the hubcaps. You push them in. You know what I'm saying? And here's how you push them in. SOP means they are so detailed in this level of bullshit that they give you a paper telling you what you should be doing. You understand what I'm saying? So it's breaking down something that used to be done by one person into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it becomes like an assembly line. But most slaves don't know they're on an assembly line. Because one dude does one thing that leads to the other thing, and then it fills in the bin, and motherfuckers act like they're not doing the same thing they were doing at fucking Ford Motor Company, screwing on hubcaps or screwing on seats and putting in dashboards. It's basically the same thing. But they put it together, and it's really much more of the managing of people to ensure that they do their job so the thinkers can think about making more money. See, at this level, homie, you're much more valuable to your own company being able to think and forecast. Step 1, you did it all. Step 2, you were still doing it. It's just that it wasn't so hard. Step 3, you're walking the fuck away from it. You dig what I'm saying? You're moving on. Somebody else got to do this shit. Because I got to grow. I got to get McDonald's across the country. I got to get more hamburgers. You dig what I'm saying? So level 3 is just you realizing that your talents lie in being out of the pit. And then you go backfill it with motherfuckers who ain't as talented as you. That's why you need 5 of them to do what you did by yourself. And I know I'm offending a lot of motherfuckers who are managers, okay? Hey man, you came to the RNG, homie. You know I'm offending motherfuckers left and right, homie. You know what I'm saying? You should see my emails, partner. You should see my Facebook responses. Motherfuckers coming at me on Facebook too. The shit is hysterical. It makes me laugh every time. But you know what I'm saying? I'm hitting a lot of cats in their heart with some of the shit I say. But this one is basically the same thing. It's gonna take, you know, the more talented of a dude you are, the more you realize the God in you and come out and show people what God can do. You dig what I'm saying? The more people you have to hire to do the shit you used to do by yourself. True. So if you got 1 dude to replace you, you ain't doing too good. You got 2 dudes, doing good. You got 5 dudes, you got a lot. You got 7 dudes, you got God in you, homie. You making things happen. You see what I'm saying? So for me, when the company grew, I grew from me to about 3, then to about 5, then to about 7, then to 10. You dig what I'm saying? So, and then I was just driving around LA and shit, sitting on the beach sometimes. The money was being made without me. I created something that did not need me. And that leads into the last part of the game. And this is the guru level. The other one was like management level. At the guru level, homie, it looks like you're Jesus or something. It looks like you're doing magic. You're just walking up, setting up shop. You ever see when a McDonald's or some new restaurant come to your neighborhood, homie? All of a sudden, side of a new McDonald's, here comes the foundation, here comes the walls, here comes the fake tile, here comes a happy white clown and shit, and then we have a launch party, and then we got 100 motherfuckers who act like they're gonna get a fresh new Big Mac. You look like God. You're just manifesting shit all over the place. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the guru level, God level of this game. Is that you just make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? You just understand money at a new level. You understand business at a new level. You just making new things to make more money. You ever seen a cat, if y'all don't know people who own property, right? The first property they own and they try to get rented, it takes a lot out of them. Somewhere around property number 10, they just picking shit and saying, how much is it? Bro? Watch a lot of those flipping houses shows. You see these motherfuckers just know numbers. Like, it's going to be 10,000. Yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying? We can rent it for that. They already know. He just look like God because look what he can do. In his brain, he is making physical shit manifest that makes more money. You gotta dig what I'm saying? He has it all in his brain. Call John will do this. Jack will take care of the roof. We got an electrician problem. Get that electrician. Okay, we gotta talk to the city. How much is that? And okay, we should be in and out of this motherfucker for 20 grand. Bang. He already got that's God in him coming out. You dig what I'm saying? And we all desire to get to that level. And at this level, you're able to see money in all things, in everything, in stocks. See, some of y'all young cats, y'all trying to jump ahead of this process. That's why it don't work for you. Because you don't have enough reps and shit, you know what I'm saying, to understand money yet. But you keep trying to jump ahead of this shit. You know, Freeman, what do you think about stocks? You don't understand enough, motherfucker, to really be in that game. But you keep thinking, everybody making money off stock, can't figure it out. You not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? You can't come from the first grade to the 12th without going through the other ones. But since you keep thinking it's easy money, and I keep telling you cats, it's a process, homie. It's like lifting weights. You start off with the bar, and you scared you can't do it, then you get to 135, then you start putting 205, and then you start getting 3-4 plates, and you know what I'm saying? You providing a buffet of plates on motherfuckers, but it's part of the game. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of cats, they will never get to the God level of understanding money in all things. You understand what I'm saying? Because they never went through the other 3 levels. You have to build this shit, young homie. You have to step out and start. You cannot skip a place in line. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people, I took my Title VII, I'm a stockbroker and all. He had to sit there and understudy for a long time before he got up to manage other people's shit. You understand what I'm saying? And to make money off other people's shit. A lot of people, because y'all been watching that lottery shit, you've been watching a lot of TV, you've been watching The Biggest Loser, homie, and you think that you watch this motherfucker lose 100 pounds in 1 hour, and you start thinking, wow, that shit took 2 years to take. Right, but the thing is, you know what I'm saying? At this level, you see money in all things. I see money in all things. You know what I mean? When I put up a hustle, it's because, hey, shit, I see it in this too. I see it in this one too. I see it in this one too. And it's just an afterthought, homie. You know what I mean? It's not really a thought about it anymore. It's an afterthought. I can see it. That shit should do some numbers right there. So, you know what I'm saying? These are the 4 levels that, homie, you emailed me, wanted to make sure I put it up here, you know what I'm saying? To let you know that this is how I identify where cats are. That's how I know when motherfuckers bullshitting too. Because I'm waiting to hear the real story where they say, you know what, man? I started a taxi service. First car was a piece of shit. Fucking goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Car broke down, figured it out, finally got a good mechanic. Now I got 2 cars. Bang, I opened up on the west side, got that shit open, you know what I'm saying? Now I got, first time I'm hiring people. I got 3 people driving for me, Freeman. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, man, you know what? I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to, like, flipping houses. I'm going to move on into, like, laundromats, like you said, or vending machines or something. You know what I mean? It's because all right, the main hustle's working. I got this shit locked. I got other people doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? I got them with them fake ass titles and fake ass things that they love. And now I'm moving on to that God level. Freeman, it's money all over the motherfucking place, ain't it? Hell yeah, partner. It's money everywhere. To the point where if you're a bum, I feel sorry for you. Because this money is gold in the streets. You dig what I'm saying? If you would be humble and put yourself in, submit to what the shit is, submit to the will that's going on in the world and how the waves are flowing, homie. You know what I'm saying? If you ever floated as a person in swimming and you start moving all over the motherfucking place, you drown. But if you let yourself get carried by the waves, if you relax and become one with the system and with the shit that's going down and the flow of the day and how the money is generated, you're gonna do just fine. You're gonna be successful. You're not gonna die. So I just wanted to wrap that up for you. you know what I'm saying? Next podcast will probably be another question if I got to sift through a lot of shit. And next one will be something else that maybe we all can grow from. But just remember the 4 levels. And I probably talked all over this podcast, but it doesn't matter, man. Just absorb what you need and, defecate the rest, partner. Next time, partner.